Speech off.
Hey guys, this is Skylar. In case you are new to my channel, I am completely blind. I am autistic and I have a chronic heart condition. Today we're going to be talking about favorite words and how I used to get joy from them and what I do instead. Alright, so in 2000, when I was 9 years old, I don't know what year that was, I went to the school for the blind because I wasn't getting any education in mainstream schools. Because I needed special, like Braille and stuff like that, that mainstream wasn't really capable of, right? So I went to school for the blind when I was 9 years old. 2 years later, I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, which is a type of autism. It's the type of autism that I have. Okay, it's a high functioning autism, and I noticed that I was doing stuff that no other blind kid my age, which was 11 years old back then, would do. I'm now 26, just to let you know. Like, none of the blind 11-year-olds would get hooked on words. None of the blind 11-year-olds would get, like, fixated on the letter Z. When I was 11, I was hooked on the letter Z, as in Zulu. So I had a bunch of... Sorry, that's my mom in the background scolding the dog. I had a bunch of Z words that were my favorites, and like I would get hooked on words that started with the letter Z, like Zimbabwe, zombie, zebra, zucchini, that type of thing, right? So like crap, I lost track. When I was in school, they put me in a yoga class, right? And yoga did nothing for me, nothing. Zero. Zip. Zilch. And I still don't like yoga to this day because it does nothing for me. Okay? I don't even like it when people tell me to take a deep breath. Don't get me started on that. So, but I noticed, I was like, hey, yoga doesn't work for me. But I can take that and kind of put it to use with my own favorite words. So I started chanting like my favorite words. So, for example, back then I was hooked on the word I'll just choose a random Z word. I was hooked on the word zebra back then, so I would go zebra, 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 zebra over and over, or I'd go zzz and stuff like that. And I would get joy from that, right? Okay, well, sooner or later the chanting novelty kind of wore off. So instead of chanting my favorite words, I would zombify, as I like to call it, one of my favorite words, which I would say it in my head in a zombie voice. Now, I was living through a very stressful time, so I needed something to help me relax. And this is what did it, is zombies. I hate to admit this, but so like a zombie voice is kind of like a ghost. You know, if you've ever heard a ghost do that, like that boo type thing, that's kind of what a zombie sounds like, but with more vibrato and longer than what I just did. So what I would do in my head is I would say one of my favorite words in like a zombie voice, and that used to give me goosebumps, and it would kind of make me really, really relaxed feeling. Alright, well, 2016, which would have been 2 years ago, I would have been 25. In 2016, I had a scary incident where actually a demon came into my room. And so I started really evaluating the things that would let into my spirit. So because of that, I gave up zombies and other Halloween creatures. So no more zombies for me. No more witches, ghosts, vampires, that kind of thing. I gave that all up in the name of Jesus. So I was like, I kind of had goosebump withdrawals because all of a sudden I wasn't doing zombies anymore because I'd given them up. So instead of relapsing like some addicts would, I came up with other little ways that I could still get the goosebumps minus the zombies. So what was my answer, you might ask? Whispering. Yep. Whispering. So instead of zombifying my favorite words, I would ask somebody to whisper one of my favorite words. Like, for example, I really like the word guillotine, or as you might pronounce it, guillotine. And I asked my cousin, or my brother's girlfriend, Alex, if she would whisper guillotine in my ear. it felt really good when she did, okay? It just, like a really intense goosebump situation, and it just really felt good. I'll tell you the science about goosebumps later. So, the whispering. I found out back in 2016 that whispering works actually a little bit better than zombies, and there's no guilt in whispering. So, I mean, as long as you're not whispering in a like a demonic undertone way, there's no guilt behind it, and there's no zombies. So I feel like whispering is a good zombie-free alternative, or ZFA, for me. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Alright, like a couple weeks ago, I got hooked on the word Bovril. Bovril. It's a type of beef paste that's made from the UK, or made in the UK, sorry. We don't really have it here, so I've never actually tasted it, but I want to, and I really like the sound of the word Bovril. Let me give an example of what I mean by whispering. I'm going to try to get up close to the camera without it looking awkward, so... Alright, so, yeah, I really love it when people whisper into my ear. So, in case you lost the plot of the story, it went from chanting, now chanting is gone, boom, done. I'm throwing it in the trash can, no more chanting. Zombies, boom, I got rid of zombies in the name of Jesus, so I'm throwing zombies in the trash can, no more zombies. And now we're on to whispering. Now, the science of goosebumps is that I've heard that when you get goosebumps, also known as horripilation, it activates the pleasure sensors in your brain, which releases dopamine. These are the same brain parts that are activated during other pleasurable activities, such as food, making a baby, and drugs. Now, I don't know much about the other two, making the baby and drugs, because I've never done that and I never want to. But I do know that, like, when I get goosebumps, I get a very relaxed, euphoric, floating on a cloud type feeling, and it just feels really, really good. So, there must be some dopamine or some other, your body makes natural feel-good chemicals that it releases during moments like I just discussed. And I guess horripilation, also known as goosebumps, releases dopamine or other feel-good chemicals in your body that just make me very, very, very relaxed. And like when I'm stressed out, I will ask one of my close friends to whisper in my ear one of my favorite words, and I even know how to say, "Te necesito en mi canal oído." I need you in my ear canal in Spanish. So, whispering is now the new way for me to enjoy my favorite words. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Oh, and wait a minute before I sign off. Favorite words also help me relax during lab, like getting my blood drawn. I hate needles, alright? So, I'm usually really tensed up like this, which is not good because they can't get any blood. So, everybody goes, take a deep breath, relax. And I'm like, don't tell me relax. So now I have my mom say one of my favorite words right as the needle goes into my skin, and the favorite word kind of helps me to relax. The favorite word I still feel the pain, but like when I hear the favorite word, it just helps me to relax, like my body and my emotions. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and God bless.